burnout doesn't quite capture what my experience was. I think it was more like burn and crash. I think that was my experience. And I think in the profession that I'm in, I get to meet people that are very, very vulnerable, not even situation, but people get to feel free to be vulnerable with me. Let me put it like that. So it has been there's a way that can get intense, depending on the kind of support that is around. And although I would say at some point I was like well anchored to take on the support, I think as the dynamics of the work situation changed, I required more support, but I didn't get it. And I think when I think about my burn and crash experience, it wasn't more so about what happened, but the lack of support that actually just made the situation not tenable. Because I think what probably about burnout that people don't understand is that it's just not about what has happened, but also the individual feeling like nobody cares enough to support me as I weather this situation. Because the job is not the problem. It has to be done. I can tell myself all kinds of stories. But at the end of the day, if when I say I need a break, I don't get it. If at the end of the day I say I need you to invest in my professional clinical supervision and you don't, then, it makes the situation difficult. So I think it's not the job in itself. I think it's the support that is there. And I think that's important to understand. And even I think about all the professions that are out there and all the professionals, it's not the job, it's the lack of support. I think a good example, I remember witnessing in public hospitals is where the caregivers, they have to work with, for example, very little resource. People come in when they are essentially in a bad state. So when people have to work for so long with so little, for them to survive, they have to detach their own humanity from the people they are serving if they are to continue doing this job, because at the end of the day, they need the paycheck. So if you require them to treat you with gentleness, they don't have that because they can't afford to be gentle. They may not show up to work the following day because they'll have faced the reality that they work in an environment that does not enable true healing. There's medical attention, but is there true healing? So if people are just able to get the support that they need, but also just talk about how certain situations impact on them, I think burnout would be addressed. I think burnout would be addressed. Yeah.